Hey guys, Adam Fennig here with Fennig Equipment. You're tuned into the Talking Shed. Today we're going to talk about Redball kits, how to assemble them, and how to calculate your gallons per minute per row and what that means for you. So whenever we're doing a Redball kit, we're going to start basic here on how to build them. This T always goes in the center, and that's where your gauge goes. Now, from the factory, that hole there is not drilled out. So if you just put a gauge in there, your gauge will never work. So you do have to drill that hole out. And what you want to start with is, I have two Redballs here. One of them is a low flow. You can't see it, but it says it right there, low flow. And this is a standard. The difference is the hole down here at the bottom in the column is different sizes. So a lot of times on in-furrow, we're running a low flow Redball, and then on standard 2x2 or side dress application, we're doing a standard flow. So we're going to put them two together right there, and then you just build on from there. If you have a 24 row, you'll have 12 and 12. 6 row, 3 and 3, vice versa. When you get to the end, we've got these caps. You're going to put the caps on the very last row, and then you're going to put your clip in. Everything on the Wilgers is held on with this clip. Just put that clip in on the O-ring and you're good to go. Same with this other side. And then your tops, we have multiple different tops based on your hose size. Here is an airline top. Here is a hose barb top. And you, of course, tell us what top you need. We provide it. You put the top in. But before we get there, you do have to put the ball, the correct ball, which we'll talk about which ball to use here in a second, and then this cap to keep the ball in there. So you put that in, put the top on, and then again, you'll use the clip, put the clip in, and you've got your red ball pretty well assembled. Now, let's get into these balls and what color ball that you're going to use on your red ball system. So what you have to do is you have to calculate first your gallons per minute per row. And we do that as well whenever we're calculating orifices. So we take your gallons per acre times the speed that you're running times your row width in inches. Take that divided by 5,940 times 1.13 to get from water to the weight of fertilizer. That number that you end up with, 0.06, 0.5, 0.09, whatever it is, that is your gallons per minute per row. So then when we're choosing our orifices, we take that number and we find it. If we want to run 30 PSI with a 0.4, I'm running a 61. So that's how you find it. Now, that number also comes into play when we pick which red ball you're using. These balls have different weights to them. The stainless is, of course, the heaviest, and the, I believe, green plastic is the lightest, and that is correct. So we then have another chart that we use on the red balls to pick. We've got our low flow and standard flow. So if I have a 0.1 on low flow, I am using the red plastic ball. If I've got a 0.29 on a low flow, I'm using a red glass, and vice versa. You just read the chart, go down there, and if you guys can't find this chart or you need it, give us a call. We can help you size what ball to put in that red ball, because the other thing that this chart tells you is where that ball should land in the column. These columns are numbered 1 through 6. And you want that ball, I like it hanging around number 5, almost to the top. So you can see it real visibly, and you've got a lot of room for it to fall down, and you've got a lot of room for it to go up. And so make sure you get the right size ball, or else they're either going to sit at the bottom all the time, or they're going to be at the very top all the time. And you want them floating right in the middle so that you can tell where your plugs are if you have any. So that's what we're doing today, talking about how to calculate your gallons per minute per row, what that means to sizing the red ball that floats in there, and then how to do that math to pick your correct orifice. Now, if you're using spray tips, same math is done.